And welcome back to CVTV News. We're brought to you by Germanna Community College. CVTV News has been following this story for months now, and it's finally done. Last week, the Spotsylvania Board of Supervisors made it official. After dozens of public hearings, informational sessions, and heated discussions, the sPower solar plant was approved. When it's constructed, the plant will have 1.8 million solar panels spread out over 10 square miles and generating 500 megawatts of power. That's the equivalent to the power required to provide electricity for 111,000 homes and offsets the production of 3,400 tons of carbon dioxide each year. The scope of work calls for the project to be built in phases over the next 2 years. The first week of April is Local Government Education Week in Virginia. And while Stafford County marked the annual celebration with a proclamation, according to the Stafford County's Public Affairs Office, helping students learn about local government is something they strive to honor with student opportunities throughout the year. This year, Stafford County debuted a local government video contest. This is the first time they've done this for middle and high school students. Supervisor Tom Cohen, a leading advocate for the contest, said, "The video contest is exciting because our students are sophisticated technologically, and we wanted to give them a way to creatively express themselves and their ideas about local government." The video contest asked students to spotlight a local government official or employee, highlight a local government service, or suggest a new service via video. This year also marks an important milestone. It's the 22nd anniversary of Student Government Day. That's a partnership between Stafford County government and the public schools that was originally developed by Supervisor Cohen. Supervisor Cohen is a government and history teacher in the county school system. The video contest, as well as the annual Student Government Day and third grade tours, are all designed to make students more aware of the effects of local government on citizens, including students. Officials also use the opportunities to plant the seeds of public service in visiting students. Well, this is a very sad story. An elderly woman died early Monday morning after a tree crashed through her residence during a storm that swept through Stafford County. That was early in the day on April 15th. Deputies responded to a rescue call at a residence located on Doyle Place. During the storm, a tree fell on the residence, injuring an 82-year-old man and killing a 79-year-old lady. The two were asleep inside. The man was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. This is a tragic story, and those of us here at CVTV News extend our condolences to the family on this terrible loss. Well, moving on to a happier note, the United States Marine Corps base Quantico is serving breakfast. Well, they do that every day. After all, those Marines eat a lot. But on May 8th from 7 to 10, the base is serving breakfast to all former, current, and retired service members and their families. It's an open house, and it's intended to honor those who are serving, have served, or are retired. There will be live music and giveaways. It sounds like a great way to spend a morning. The breakfast is free and will be at Lejeune Field. That's at 3250 Catlin Road, Quantico. And now to George Kerns with sports. George?
George Kerns here for CVTV Sports. In the world of golf, Tiger Woods has done it. He completed a comeback for the ages to win the 2019 Masters and once again wear that coveted green jacket from Augusta, Georgia. Tiger was behind and came back to win, finishing with a record of 13 under, 2 shots ahead of Francisco Molinari. He was Tiger's 5th green jacket and his 15th major win after a drought of 14 years. For the Masters and a decade for the majors. Tiger celebrated with his family after the win at the Masters. In college basketball, news on the heels of the national championship, 4 players from Virginia's title run have declared they will go to the NBA. Ty Jerome, DeAndre Hunter, Mamadi Diakate, and Kyle Guy. They will all be hard to replace. Also, Duke's main man Zion Williamson has also declared his eligibility for the NBA draft. In local high school football news, the Riverbend Bears are parting ways with head coach Clark Harrell. Harrell resigned after 1 season. Riverbend went 1-9 under Harrell in 2018, dropping its final 9 games after beating James River in Week 1. In NHL news, the top dog all season was the Tampa Bay Lightning, and now they're going home being swept by the Columbus Blue Jackets. Tampa Bay tied the NHL record for wins with 62, became the first team in the expansion era since 1967-68 to go winless in the first round of the playoffs after leading the league in the regular season in points. They lost to Game 1 4-3, Game 2 5-1, Game 3 3-1, and Game 4 7-3. A stunning sweep capped by the Blue Jackets. The Washington Capitals are leading their series 2-1 as of Wednesday, April 17th. Toronto tied 2-2 with Boston. The New York Islanders swept the Pittsburgh Penguins 4-0. Nashville is tied with Dallas at 2-2. Two games, St. Louis and Winnipeg are also tied 2-2. And Colorado leads Calgary 3-1. And Vegas leads San Jose 3-1. In NBA news, Milwaukee is up 2-0 on Detroit. Orlando and Toronto is 1-1. Brooklyn and Philly are 1-1. Boston is 2-0 on Indiana. And the Western Conference is Golden State and the LA Clippers are 1-1. Denver and San Antonio are 1-1. Portland is 2 games up on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Houston is 2-0 on Utah. The Clippers capped the largest comeback in NBA history in the postseason. The Clippers rallied from 31 down on the road to stun Golden State in Game 2 to win 135-131. The comeback topped a 29-point rally by the Los Angeles Lakers in 1989 in the Western Conference semifinals, where they beat Seattle, and Lou Williams finished with 36 points. The Warriors committed 22 turnovers, 9 by Kevin Durant. "We didn't deserve to win that game," Klay Thompson said. The Warriors also lost DeMarcus Cousins to a torn left quadricep muscle that will sideline him for the rest of the playoffs. In NFL news, the New England Patriots signed wide receiver Demaryius Thomas to their roster to give them help losing Chris Hogan to the Carolina Panthers. Also, remember the NFL draft is next week, April 25th through the 27th, and the NFL schedule came out yesterday, but I will have more on that next week. In Major League Baseball, the Washington Nationals are 7-8, 2.5 games back in the division, and will be at Miami this weekend. The Baltimore Orioles are 7-11, 6.5 games back in the AL East, and they will be at home this weekend against Minnesota. Tampa Bay has the league's best record at 13-4. Miami has the league's worst record at 4-14. Well, that's a look at sports. I'm George Kerns for CVTV Sports. Back to you guys.
We want to thank you very much for tuning in to us here on CVTV News. We always appreciate that. And next week, my co-host, Deedra Haven, will be back, so we'll have both sides of this broadcast. In the meantime, we wish you a very nice weekend. We look forward to seeing you next week. Goodbye.